Okay, I don't think I've ever read these out. And I try reading them to different people. You know, of course, I'm like Breton. Everything I write is for a different girl. I love this one a lot, though. It's called 12 Countries. It's from one of my chapbooks. Do you see? 12 Countries. That's my name. Ortiz up on top. See? Ortiz. Can't see it. Cannot see it. That's the guy. He's on the mountain. 12 countries. You see? That's the name of the book. It's a flip book because on the other side it has 912. You see? You see it? Yep. Joel Ortiz. 12 countries. 912. 12 countries is a collection of poems about heartache. Always. Us poets love heartache. But 912 is the day after 9/11. I love that one. I think I've recorded it before and read it on here. I really like reading out loud. But today I'm going to read 12 countries. I'm going to read all of them. They're just 12 poems. 1. We were discussing Nietzsche and the relation he had with the invention of the telephone when suddenly she suggested Sierra Leone for lunch. It would have gone good, but we were unexpectedly interrupted by these two robbers who suggested we eat dictionaries instead of each other. We thought of the possibilities we could engage the stars with, but we would only be attracting the pimps and pushers, those very souls that were out to get us, out to get our love. The only true way to separate two lovers is to educate their knowledge of cocaine. 2. I tried so hard to give her my El Salvador, but she rejected my every plea with elastic words. Sometimes I wondered if feelings could go beyond the art, but I think she was too wound up in her own world. She never saw the explosions I created for her. If only, for the only is all I can write, she was able to see through my eyes, then maybe she would understand. Then maybe I needed to see it through her eyes to get the panoramic view of another episode. Maybe she saw it all and still denied my crucifixion, and only studied my obsession with fire and salt, which were only tools to help me along in my suicide. 3. She appears as an angel to me, my little bosoms of cheer. She wants it all, but does she know what all entails? While we were in the Vatican City, she showed me her breasts, nice, firm, perky little mounds of flesh, but I was afraid that if I touched them, they would disappear. No fear, I am now told. Just take what you want and give the affection that the holy ones gave their many wives. Only difference, I only have one love, and she wants to remain in the VC so she can be admired without anyone saying anything rude to her. Oh, my love, if you let me hold your hand, I too can introduce you to God. The only mysteries are those we tell to each other. I trust you. Do you believe me? 4. It was in Pakistan when she told me she was in love with someone else. I wondered of Goya and thought if he had the same trouble. I thought of Van Gogh and decided not to compare myself with him. All those dirty little people, all those leeches who considered themselves kids, would they ever realize that there was much more to life than a needleless affection? I sought for that affection. I fought for that love, and I won. But even when my golden cups, nobody wanted to taste my glory, even though it was the richest these people had ever tasted. 5. My mother tells me if I really love the Fiji Islands, that I should take the initiative and ask to be transported to those isles. My father tells me if I want something, I should just get up and claim it. I love fun and the sun as much as I love the girl who accompanied me on these trips. We were always on the same wavelength, but other humans made us doubt each other. Love comes and stays, it does not get locked away. Love follows the lover because something must be taught, or something exquisite will be lost forever. 6. I spent 3 sleepless nights wearing her clothing, looking for her in South Africa. Who knows what fun she had? Who knows if she even felt my distress for her? Like a fool, I took her to my hotel room, hoping to get a kiss for fun and extravagant lost time. Instead, she surrendered to this sponge who had nothing to give her but the kiss I could not create. The sponges get to have all the fun. They let me give up this gift so I can be a primate and participate in a little party of my own. Maybe I looked like a scouring pad that had collected all the filth of the ages and eras. But wasn't I ugly enough? Or did I need to have 3 different girlfriends so she can make them jealous of her beauty? Oh, beauty, when it drives us mortals to wither like fallen petals. I'm remembering so much stuff reading this. 7. After our Easter in Tanzania, I knew she was in love with me, but I never knew how to conquer the bellies of lust. You know when it's love, when she likes to stand behind your shoulder and make sure you are doing things correctly. You know it's love after she showers you with praise and all I can do is smile and accept. Saturn does not need to be by itself, for it covers itself with rings of Mars. 2 planets next to each other only need time until they crash into each other. The crashing of 2 grand individuals is not coincidence, but is destined to occur. The collaboration of the beauty of genius is only lusted after by all. It becomes envious to others when 2 are so happy, even when all the red dwarfs run out of energy. 8. I was a turkey to never let her into my skin. She knew what she wanted, but she did not expect that a false one-night stand would last for years. I told her to forget the world and come with me to Mars. But like Frost, she chose another path that only made us both regret our sayings and miss each other terribly. She tried once, twice to let me in, but I never responded, for art was overcoming my heart. To quit loving someone is like Sisyphus. You only fall down and fall in love with her again. Only this time it is in another country. 9. She gave me 24 reasons on how to express my love. I carried them along with my heart, even though I saw her taken by so many different intentions. She sees me the same way, but how can I convince her that I am different, not a freak nor a psycho? In her Swedish lips, I see the fire that can be ignited. In her Swedish hips, I want to hold her down and explain to her that there is more to life than what she knows. Sensuality and seduction are 2 different terms. Sexuality and affection can almost mean the same. I've got 24 reasons that was given to me by an Aries. I, the goat, as horny as I can get, want nothing but a simple kiss from the warrior. 10. We were climbing the hills of Uganda when she confessed that she had other loves. I didn't mind, for she was with me at that moment. She told me that she was moving away to a better place. All I could do was give her my best wishes. But instead I gave her my most intense kisses, for love keeps those who belong together forever. At the summit of the mountain, she confessed to the lie, and I held her hand as if we were about to lift off into the atmosphere. Times like these do not need to be photographed. They were made only to be thought of. 11. I met her in Australia during a horrible drug binge in which I entrusted my every care to her. On seeing her, I thought I could trust her, but maybe she never knew who to trust anymore and took off in my Jeep without giving me a sign that she was pregnant. Even when she was penetrated by other nasty males, I still loved her because when you look up her name in the dictionary, it is defined as my own. When it was over, I introduced her to all the world's a stage, especially in Australia. All the actors say the same lines to get a different woman into bed each night. If only I could wake up with the same woman each morning every day. Would we not be content for having each other? Or would we dread going to sleep each night, wondering who had the knife to stab the other in the heart? Wow. 12. I left her in Belize, thinking she wanted to sleep with all the disgusting males of the region. I am the vain one. I am the one. But it is I the others look up to. I whom people want to learn from. Too bad sex is an action that can be made out to seem that every girl wants a phallus penetrating her every orifice. Delirious is such a bad emotion, it can make angels into some of the worst monsters that dreams can't even devise. Delusions are just as bad, especially when there is no one to help you see the light, especially when people seem they're out to get you. You become afraid of those you love, of those you trust, when all one needs to do is hold the other to reassure that love and trust is there, and it will never falter, for it works like super glue. Give it, embrace for 12 seconds, and you will know that it will never, ever break apart. Thank you.